But I'm sorry I couldn't be there today. But we could definitely get it started.
Man, let's get it rocking, man. On the show, this is a special episode for me because everybody knows I'm a Bronx native. It's your host, Fran. So it's Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast. I got on the
Uh-huh.
show. Everybody knows him as Rich I'm Nice, but I know him as Rich Dolarz. Pop Off. Made his debut in the
Yeah.
LIONZ Den. Also seen in Gladiators, Grind Time, Street Status. Fun fact, first New York battle rapper to go to St. Louis. And was on the first
Yes.
ever URL card. Rich, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Let me give you a little flashback, man. The week before you went to St. Louis, right? Because you and I are from the same hood. I'm on
Uh-huh.
University in Tremont, so you literally a couple blocks away
Yeah,
from
yeah,
me.
we really couple blocks.
Yeah,
We're not
and
even too far yet.
walking distance. And
Yeah.
right there at the Kennedys, in front of you was outside chilling with everybody from Pop Off, and I saw you, and I was like, "Yo, Rich, what up? I'm a fan. I respect you. Good luck when you go battle Hitman." You were like, "Yo, good looking, young homie. I appreciate that." It was literally the week right before you was about to go fly out to St. Louis, and it's crazy to think because at the time, battle rappers taking road games like that was so foreign. It was different. What made you get the courage to say, "Yo, we out to St. Louis, Hollow. We out."
Damn. How did that start? Um, Basically they basically reached out to me. Uh, Averb, and Hitman reached out to me, and they just asked would I do it. They said they had Hollow already. Hollow was already confirmed, like Hollow was gonna do it. So I got in contact with Hollow, and Hollow was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." I said, "Fuck it." Niggas ain't put on for the city while they was in the city. You know, so I said I'll do it, and me and him just basically rocked out from there. They booked the flights, and we spoke to Hitman. We basically spoke to everybody, made sure that they travel, everything, because this is unheard of. You know, the out of state battles was really unheard of at the time. So,
Facts.
we just made sure everything was, all the paperwork was right, the money was right, the hotel, everything was just straight and solid. The business, put it that way, all the business was right, and then we just said it's a go, and we went out there.
It was almost advanced for his time when you look at it.
Yeah, because now everybody do it. Now it's like then it was foreign. Like, niggas like, I ain't going out there. I ain't going out there. Like we basically pushed the button on that, me and Harlow. Now everybody taking away games.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing now, and you guys kind of made that staple, and I feel like that alone
Right.
made St. Louis and the whole Midwest look at you like, regardless what we have total respect for you because you came out here when nobody else did because you and
Right.
Hollow weren't even the original, I guess, targets, right? Like they wanted
Nah,
Clips, they
nah.
wanted
Yeah,
Rex.
they wanted who it was, the ones on the card that was posted. They originally, when St. Louis originally came down here, it was supposed to be Ill versus Goods,
Yep,
Aver versus
Ice.
Head Ice,
Yep,
and somebody was versus Arsenal.
Remedy versus Arsenal.
Remedy versus Arsenal. Yeah, that was the original lineup, and I remember being there that night. I went through that night. That night, yo, man, there was so many people came out
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
that battle, man.
yeah. I remember Tay Rock was an undercard that night, battling Full Fit
Yeah,
Focus. Like it was a little smoke break battle. Nobody was paying attention to Tay Rock at the time.
yeah, yeah. He was quiet at the time. Definitely was.
And
Yeah,
it's just like, damn, 2009. Like there was so many leagues at the time before even URL was birthed. A lot of little leagues going on. Also, Street Status. There was a league that kind of like came and went, right? Like the Head Ice
yeah.
event, Gladiators, and great
Gladiators was like It was like Lions Den.
an extension of Lions Den
Like
almost.
Lions Den is what really brought battle rap back. Like it put battle rap in the forefront after, like, cause Smack was doing his thing, you know. Then Smack kind of faded for whatever reason. Like he stopped making DVDs. The battles wasn't on. There was no more battles on DVDs. So he kind of faded, and then Lions. Then like Serious, it's crazy because Lions then came out, and my homeboy hit me up one day like, "Yo, you need to check this shit out." I didn't even know niggas was still battling. So when I checked Lions, then he like, "Nah, check this out right now." So I go and check it out. I'm like, and my first one I ever seen was Goods versus K Shine. So I was like, oh, niggas are still battling. I'm like, oh shit, everybody know Lux, so you like, oh, Lux is hosting it. This is Lux League. Oh, this is dope. So he like, yo, Rich, you need to get in this. You need to get in this. And at the time, I was focused on music. I wasn't
Right,
I
right,
wasn't doing battling, so I was just focused on music, like making records and whatnot. That's when MySpace was still lit.
right.
So I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with that battle shit. Because I was so worried about getting caught into getting put into that category, like just a battle rapper, just a battle rapper.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
wasn't cool.
so
It wasn't cool to battle at the time. There wasn't a market for it yet.
yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like right now, looking like even when I stepped back from battle rap, started to just jump to another, topic. But when I stepped back from battle rap about a couple years ago,
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
was it was the same reason. It was like, damn, I don't want to get trapped into this category. But now looking at it now, and it's like, yo, battle rap has literally became its own industry.
It's crazy.
Like now, like it's it's cool to be a battle rapper. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Like you make money, you gain publicity,
Travel
you
across the
know,
world
you
now.
travel across the world. It's cool. And I experienced part of that. Like I went to St. Louis, Cali, Toronto, Atlanta. I never took a plane before until I started battling. So, you know,
So St. Louis was your first flight ever in
my
life.
first flight ever in life.
Crazy.
Yep, first flight ever in life. But back to what I was saying with when I started, I seen that my homeboy put me on. I just gave Lux a call. No, I had him on MySpace because I didn't have his number. I had him on MySpace. He hit me back. I said, "Yo, let's do it with goods." I
So
actually
you asked for goods. Wow.
no. Actually, I asked for K Shine
Yeah, I always
because
wondered why you and Shy never battled in that
yeah,
era.
I asked for K Shine. Like, yo, give me K Shine. He's like K Shine got a battle that night. That same night, I battled goods. K Shine battled.
Philly Swain.
Yes, damn dog, you on it, bro. Yes, he
Bro,
battled.
you talking my era. I was in the field throughout all of
I
this.
see. Yeah, he was battling Philly Swain, so he was like, "Yo, you can't battle K Shine, but goods, you battle goods." I said, "I battle any one of them niggas." Like, I just want to, when I finally made up my mind to do it, I was like, "Yo, I battle one of them niggas. I just want to be part of this."
Right.
So that's how that went. That's how, and once I battled goods, it was like I was in it.
I don't like to see Bronx on Bronx crime, man. Like I like to see my guys flourish. And I remember like Joe Light and Trey Side was calling you out, and you had the hottest name at you and Goods. You guys had the hottest name at the time, and you
You
had
know
all
when
the other
they
guys like Streets, and it's like they all fizzled out, and they kind of wanted to battle you, and you were like,
right.
almost like popular to the point where you're like, I'm not gonna battle these guys.
Yeah, it was more so like it was weird like on the cameras they did a lot. In person it was more respect. But on camera they said different things that was like, yo, I'm not gonna battle y'all niggas. Like I knew them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna battle y'all niggas. But it was more so they were just trying to get their name up. You can't knock, like I can't knock nobody for trying to get their name up.
Oh,
Like,
they was doing the hot takes. That's what it was.
yeah. Like even like one time, like me, like I remember one time niggas was when after I battled goods, niggas was mad at me. Like Norbs had an issue with me, Math had an issue with me.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, what's the problem? Like, and they one time they said, yo, they said, yo, you come in, you just gunning for niggas. And I'm tripping because I'm like, yo, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, am I bugging? Am I missing something? Like, that's what you supposed to want to be the best. You're supposed to go for that spot. So, that's what, like Mook battle. Mook was calling Cassidy out every other fucking battle because you're supposed to gun for it. When at the time when Mills was popping, Mook called out Mills, they got it shaking.
Facts.
You supposed to gun for the best. So I couldn't quite understand it because the same person that's saying, yo, you trying to you trying to you trying to go for the top spot. It's Math who just called out Rex, who's trying to get Mook. So it's fucking weird to me. It's like, yo, but then it all made sense. Like that was Goods and Math was real cool at the time. So it all made sense. Like it was a lot of dislike just off of and me being younger than them niggas, and me battling. Oh, niggas, some niggas think I beat Good, some niggas think I lost. It's whatever. That's just battle rap.
The fourth round of that battle, the fourth round, the OT round, is nowhere to be found. Tell us about that round, because you probably feel like the decision didn't go in your favor. They picked Goods to win. They voted for Goods, but the footage isn't out, so like we'll never really know what happened that fourth round.
Yeah, I mean the fourth round we both went in. Like we both went in. They didn't. I don't remember the fourth round like that, but I remember we both went in. Like the fourth round, I started doing some shit like it was some shit. Like I'll be real. I was supposed to go on 106 in Park. Like I just went to the trial for 106 in Park. So when I was preparing at the time, I was preparing for the Freestyle Friday shit.
Right.
So I wrote things for like different people. Like I wrote like if I battle a fat nigga, if I battle a dirty nigga, I just had mad bars. I just had mad shit like, yo, if I battle, like I'm gonna throw this, throw that, throw this, throw this. So like I had 3 solid rounds for Goods. They said it was a tie, which I look at that battle, I still don't agree with that. Fourth round, we go in, and now it's like, all right, so now I'm gonna do now I'm gonna pull out the shits from 106. So, I was bombing them on some funny shit, joking and all that. Like the fourth round was different from all, like it had bars, but I was joking on him. Like he was a fat, chubby nigga, so I was boom, boom. But I don't know why they didn't release the fourth round, but
man, that's crazy.
They still gave him the bread, and then I was.
Was there a point in time in the battle you felt like no matter what's gonna happen, I'm gonna lose this decision? Like
nah, because this what it was. Like I like I told you, I was new to the situation. So when I went down there, we had the bread. I was new to the situation, so I didn't know what was what. Like now looking back now,
you weren't supposed to win. Nothing was gonna let you win. Nothing.
Right. Looking back at it now, it's like that was he was cool with them niggas. Like they had Mook judging it. Like him and Mook was mad cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like looking back at it now, and it's like, yo, and yo, I'm gonna put something else in the air. When we battle, right? At first it was Serious Jones, Mook, and the owner of the shop. The owner of the shop and Serious Jones said I won. Mook was convincing them niggas to go one more round. So they was like, all right, do one more round. But I didn't think at that time. I didn't think about it. Like, but now I look back like, oh, them niggas was cool. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. But at the end of the day, like, what I can't even remember what we bet. I think we betted 1,000.
Yeah, it was $1,000.
It was $1,000. Man, I made so much more money. You know what I mean? That shit was like a little investment.
Yeah, I was happy you were resilient after the loss, but then they kind of kept feeding you plates because then they give you Arsenal next.
Yeah.
And you got to think, your resume, right? That's the highlight at the time, because in 2009, 2010, people didn't have more than 3-4 battles online. Your first 6 battles, you had the best resume to date. Anybody was like, and that's why everybody said, your resume. They always brought up in battles. Your first 3 battles is Goods, Arsenal, and Hitman, who are now 3 of some of the best of all time right now.
They definitely like the top. And right now, and they still the top. They still them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We like it wasn't even planned like that. Because after I battled Goods, they didn't want to put the footage out. Like Lux changed his number on me.
You know there's a lot of crazy stuff in Lions Den. Shout outs to Lux and Lions Den it was important for battle rap, but man, they edit the footage for the Philly dudes, and there's a lot of crazy shit.
Like I would say Lux Lux Lions didn't. It could have been something so special if he'd have did it right. But he didn't. It was a lot of things he was doing that, a lot of people just wasn't feeling. Like him and Sub-Zero fell out. The only reason that battle came out good and my battle came out is because Sub-Zero, who was the cameraman, and at the time he had the poppin' Sub-Zero DVDs.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, I'm sure you from the Bronx, but he had the poppin' DVD. So, that was basically the guy shooting the videos. Now it was some went down with money. Sub-Zero didn't like how Lux moved. He said, "Yo, I'm not fucking with you no more." So they called me, "Yo, we want you to battle Arsenal. Blah blah blah. We gonna do this shit big. It's gonna be a big event. Head Ice is gonna host it
in the Bronx, the YMCA, April 25th, bro.
Right.
Remember this?
Yeah. So we set that up. Now, in order for them to promote Rich Dolarz versus Arsenal, they would have to release that footage, because if they don't release that footage,
you have nothing.
Who the fuck is who's gonna fucking come? So they released the footage, and now me and Goods got the best battle out in a fucking long time, and now me and Arsenal, are about to battle, and it's like one of the biggest battles fucking ever.
Let's not forget, Arsenal was fresh off the Fight Club, being a Fight Club champion.
So yes.
You were taking this was the last Fight Club to date, but you were taking on the reigning Fight Club champion at the time, which was crazy.
Right. So, that shit was bullshit too. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we battled, we rocked out, and it was things that Arsenal did, like Arsenal. I felt like
he choked and pulled out his phone. I remember.
Pulled out his phone, and it was like, he did a blog the next day, like bright and early. Like I woke up, the nigga had a blog out already, and niggas told me, yo, and he was like, yo, Popov was threatening me, and they was wilding, and they was doing this and doing that. I was like, no one even touched this nigga. No one even. Like, half the niggas that was screaming that blood shit wasn't even with me. They were just blood niggas that was there. Like, but I let the nigga rock. Like, I said, you know what? The footage is gonna speak for itself. So when the footage, you think niggas is fucking with you. Like, Sub-Zero just hit me up about a battle with Arsenal. I'm thinking, okay, I'm his money nigga. He gonna fuck with me. We gonna get this money together. And then the battle dropped, and he cuts that whole shit out. And it's like, yo, it's like, yo, why you cut that out? Like, if you got me looking like a liar now. Like, I'm telling people, like, yo, that's not how it went down. How it went down was the nigga just fucked up, and he just got to eat that.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even stop. I could have stopped him from rapping. Like, nah, that's it, nigga. You're not rapping no more. You just looked at your phone. Fuck out of here. If you start rapping again, I'm walking off this stage. I didn't do none of that. I said, you know what? The footage ain't gonna lie when they see this. But again, that's me not realizing, like, looking back at it, it's like Arsenal and Head Ice were mad fucking cool. So of course, Head Ice is gonna be like, yo, nah, take that out.
It's crazy you mention that, because I remember seeing your face when Head Ice was like, we're not even gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna just send this to the Bronx, and he gives you the mic.
Yeah,
you were like, what the fuck? I'm home. Flip a coin.
I'm like, you know what? I said, fuck it though. I'm like, whatever. Right. I just started going in, like, whatever. But it was a lot of bullshit. Like, that's why I backed off a little bit, because I just felt like it was a lot of, like, I wasn't getting the matches. I felt like, I was getting the matches in the beginning, but toward the end, they wasn't giving me the matches I think I deserved. Like it was me. Like, I choked against Miles, right?
Yeah.
After I choked against Miles, I come back against DNA.
Yeah, he had two big wins.
Yep, Calico. Then I battled Calico. Now I battle Young Ill, Smoke Young Ill. So now it's like, okay.
I don't know if you Smoke Young Ill, but you guys had a classic. I say that.
A classic. But I tell you, okay, this how I feel about Young Ill. Like, a lot of people give him the second round because he said this shit about my hat. But after this shit about my hat, he didn't say as much as shit as I said. Like, I broke down the STL shit.
Nah, I agree. His third round was weak. His third round was weaker than the rest. I agree.
Like, I had more bars than, like, I'm like, I can't watch that battle and think I lost that. Like, but at the end of the day, it was a classic. That's all that matters.
Facts.
It was a classic. Boom, we battle. Now it's like, okay, it's like, who you want? I want math. I want math, and
You,
I want
you want a
and
verb
I want
too.
conceded.
You want a
I
verb
wanted
at one
math.
point too.
I wanted math, conceded, verb. But I don't think I really wanted verb then.
It's a little later
I didn't
on,
think.
right?
Yeah, it was later on because me and verb was cool because we gained a little friendship from when I went over there.
Right.
You know, like me and Verb was cool. Like he used to listen to my boss, I used to listen to his boss. We was cool at one point in time. But you know, I'm not a fake nigga. I can't like if I act this way to you, I'm always gonna act this way to you. So he did some shit on the internet that I just felt the way about. Like nigga, you a movie. Like, you know,
Right.
like it's love here. Like nigga, we never disrespected each other. I never disrespected you. You know what I mean? Why you trying to step on my toes? But anyway, whatever. So I asked him after I came off the ill battle. Um, I said I want conceded. They didn't give me conceded, but they gave ill conceded. So I felt the way. I'm like, yo, wait. They didn't give me conceded, but they gave ill conceded. They didn't give me math, but they gave Calico math. Now these are two niggas that
you said in your mind you beat. In your mind you
yeah,
beat these two guys.
and I beat right. So it was like, yo, what's up? Like why these niggas that I'm beating is getting these? You know why he got math?
Right.
Why he got conceded? And I got to battle Tech Nine. Like I don't want to battle Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not even my style. Like he a funny nigga. I'm not into that. Like I want to battle a bar nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I end up battling.
You and him were booked prior to that, and it kind of fell through, right? Y'all were booked on Time Is Money. You and Tech were first booked on Time Is Money. Remember that league? Time Is Money Battle League.
I don't. I think so. No. I think so, and I think I pulled it off. I think I said, nah, I'm not doing it. Like I was gonna do it, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. And then I mean, like just do it. I'm like, all right, but I never really wanted to battle Tech. Like that's like he was a funny nigga. I left him with the funny niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't really into that. Oh, I wanted to battle a bar nigga. So same with anyway. So I end up settling for that battle. Like fuck it, I battle Tech Nine. It's a payday. I battle. But that wasn't a match I wanted. Like. Even X Factor. I felt like X Factor, and shout out to X Factor because he got the best of me. But even X Factor was something that I didn't want. It was like, yo, like I took him because I couldn't get the matches that I wanted. Like, so y'all gonna I want conceded. I actually wanted conceded for several reasons. Like the nigga tried to throw dirt on my name against. He didn't really throw dirt on my name, but basically, this was the time period when niggas ain't really know your whole name and shit.
Right.
And somehow DNA got my whole name.
Right.
So he got my first name and shit, my first and last name. And I pressed DNA. So once I pressed DNA, he gave up. He said, yo, cause he told me. So now I'm like, yo, cause he's a funny nigga because, like when we first started coming up, like me and Casita was cool.
Right.
Like I'm talking to this nigga at least once a week, twice a week. When he had the battle with Arsenal out there, he called me after the battle. We were speaking. Like I heard mad at his bars before Grind Time heard his bars against Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling him, yo, that's high, yo. Nah, change that. You know what I mean?
Right. So you were sparring with a lot of these guys. It's crazy.
Right. So I was shocked when he told me it was conceded. I'm like, it's conceded?
I felt like when you went to Grind Time, you kind of like made a stain there. It was like after that they never like kind of like liked you, like DNA, Conceded, all the guys from Grind Time, because it's like you went over there, you and Jay Parks went over there together. You had a really tight bond with him at the time.
Yeah, right. And Jay Parks still my man.
Yeah, you guys went out there and just kind of like imposed your will, and then never came back to Grind Time after that.
Well, it wasn't even necessarily that. It was more so like niggas wasn't really battling on Grind Time. Like niggas was going to Cali for Grind Time. So we went in there and it was like We didn't. We just made New York lit. Grind time New York lit. We walked in there, boom, boom. We got about 300, 400,000 views, and it's like, oh shit, this is the biggest battle viewed on Grind Time New York. This ain't Grind Time Cali. Like Arsenal went and got the highest viewed on Grind Time Cali. I went to Grind Time New York that was averaging 25,000, 30,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got like a 400, 500, 600,000 view
And
battle.
at the time,
At the,
a couple 100,000 was a lot at the time.
right. So I went to Grind Time, boom. So I guess it probably was a little jealousy involved, or like, oh shit, he came over here, he think he hot shit, boom. Oh, the battle is getting views, niggas is really watching this shit. So it probably was. I don't know, but I felt some type of way when I found out Conceited told the nigga my name, because it's like, not that I had anything to hide, but it just like, why you telling the nigga my name? We supposed to be cool, like we sparring together. Like, you don't supposed to choose sides, but you realize that, you never know where these niggas is from. Like, it's all about principles at the end of the day. And I don't know where these niggas is from. I don't know how they grew up. I don't know what lessons in life they learned. So I can't even get mad, because I can't expect someone to do as I would do. If I would choose on the other foot and I'm cool with DNA and I'm cool with Conceited, and Conceited asked me something about DNA, I'm like, my nigga, y'all gonna have to figure that out.
Right.
May the best man win. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Right.
choose sides like, oh, I got you on this and I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, me and Conceited, like, I wanted Conceited because it was bigger. It was bigger than just battle rap. Like I wanted to sun him out. I wanted to like battle him and then sun him out. Like, what's up, nigga? Like, so it was bigger than that, but it never, and that's probably why it never happened, because he probably was afraid that it would escalate beyond battle rap, because he knew how I felt, because I told him how I felt. Like, yo, when I catch you, I'm gonna beat you up. So,
Wow. Shit got real.
So he knew how. Yeah, like he knew how I felt, and like I hid how I felt. He knew it. So that's probably, now that I think about it, that's probably why the battle never went down, because he probably felt like, if me and Reggie battle, shit might get out of hand. Shit might get real.
Yeah, battle rap was still the wild, wild west at the time. Like shit
Yeah.
wasn't all the way safe. It wasn't like what it is now. Like, you go to these places and it's like you still got to keep your guard up almost.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I honestly, man, like, still looking at, I still think certain places you go, you still, like, right now is more accepted. They look at battle rap, like the fan base look at the battlers more as like stars, like,
right.
so you don't really see it. But I know last time, I mean, it's kind of way back, but I know when I was battling Daylight in Cali, like the crib niggas did try to, they tried to intimidate me and whatnot.
Right. That
So
battle always gets me upset because you stuck to the time limits, he didn't. And I always say, if you guys did 90 seconds each round like y'all were supposed to, you would have walked out that building with a victory. And
I would have killed him.
You kind of gave the opportunity for the ski mask to be birthed.
You know what? The thing is with Daylight, because it just shows my lyrically ability. Like, when people say, yo, Daylight won, I say Daylight ain't win that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we battled. He spent in 3 minutes, full fucking minutes to my 90 seconds.
Exactly. I
made it a fucking classic in 90 seconds. So imagine what I'd have did if I'd have did 3 minutes to his 3 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Like,
people forget you were the bigger name at the time too.
Yeah. So like, and that's me, thinking, nothing's, everybody gonna play by the book. See, I learned a lot with this shit. That's me, like, going in like, it's gonna be 90 seconds. That's what I'm getting paid for. That's one thing. But I didn't think to time it and some, after a while, like, nah, you gotta stop rapping. I didn't think that. I was thinking, you know what, we're gonna do the 90 seconds each round, and we just gonna have fun and do it. And when you did, you caught up in the moment. Like I watched the shit, and I still think I beat the nigga, even with the 92nd round. It was just way more, like, my bars was way more potent. He had a lot of filler and shit like that. So like I'm never unhappy when I watch that battle. Like, I'm never unhappy. I just feel like it would have looked like a fucking body if he'd have stuck to the 90 seconds.
Yeah, I always felt like
And
that was one of your best writing performances too. Like that's when
yeah, yeah,
you kind of
definitely.
stepped the pen up at that moment. Like you started to figure things
Yeah,
out more. But you know, it's crazy.
yeah,
Like you just said, you figured out at that battle that like the business isn't always the way it's presented to you. Like things go
right,
a different
right,
way. But 3 years prior to that, 2009, with Gladiators, LIONZ, then you were already kind of even street status, I guess, right? Like you kind of already realizing things aren't always going the way I intended or the way it's told to me.
right. No, no, yeah. I started thinking that. Like, that's why I felt back. I got a little bitter.
Mm.
I felt like, yo, like, I just felt like I'm here. It is. I'm playing by the rules, and niggas ain't playing by the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started feeling like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Let me go back to music. Like, I felt like, sometimes God gives you signs, and you gotta sometimes you gotta follow those signs. You gotta listen to what he's saying. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I could look at battle rap right now and say, this is shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing I'm missing is fame. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like niggas is still getting the same amount of money. Niggas is missing fame. Niggas is traveling more. That's about it. It's not like niggas is getting like niggas is getting a big bag, which they could take care of their whole family. They 2 battles a year could take care of their whole family. Nah, niggas still gotta battle and have a side hustle to make things come together. So, that was a decision I came up with. Like, you know what? I keep feeling like I'm getting jerked. I keep feeling like niggas playing me. So let me just fall back. Like, even with conceit, like when Ill got conceited, I felt the way. When Calico got Math, I felt the way. Like, both those battles pretty much put niggas in different lights. Put niggas, and not saying I wasn't in that light, but I could have been higher. I could have put myself in a higher place if I'd have got that Math battle when Math was before, like when Math was really lit, or
Right.
conceded battle around that time when Ill battled him. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the turning point's the X.
that's
I think the turning point's the X Factor battle, right? Like at that moment on, it just went like just straight downhill.
nah, because I battled Tech Nine and I was lit again.
But that was
Like,
before. But that was before X Factor. X Factor was at the end of 2011.
no. That was after.
Nah, I remember
I
this.
battled.
Tech was
Look it up.
March. Tech was
Look it
March.
up.
I got
Tech
you. I remember this.
Tech
Tech was March,
Tech was March.
and then
X Factor.
was December.
X Factor. X Factor. No, because it was a whole year. I battled Tech and I ain't battled a whole year after that. I
Hmm.
didn't battle a whole year, and then I battled X Factor. And then right after X Factor, I battled Tech Nine. I mean, no, I battled right after X Factor. I battled Tay Rock, and then and then the next month I battled Daylight.
Right. Right.
So,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Then I took like a whole year off again.
And
Like,
then you came back to like Block City to battle like a name McKim's, like somebody who shouldn't have
then the
probably
McKim.
shouldn't have even been in the ring with you. And then
Yeah,
you,
yeah, shouldn't.
to be honest,
Yeah,
and then you kind of went to RBE when they started opening up their gates. And you and
right,
Jims had a
right.
good back and forth, but it's like even then you still didn't look like you were happy with what was going on. You're like, you know what, fuck this, I don't want to do this no more.
It wasn't. You know what? It wasn't that. It was like, it's my first battle back, so I was like nervous.
Mm.
So it was like I haven't battled in like 3 years. Like, so I was nervous. Like, yo, like, it's a difference. I'm thinking about it, and then when you get up there and there's mad people looking at you, like, damn, I ain't do this shit in a long time. Like, my nerves just got to me. Like, that's all that was.
Yeah,
Because when I was like, when
yeah.
I'm out the picture, I'm out the picture. Like, it ain't like I was really out the picture for like 2, maybe 2, 3 years.
Yeah, it's hard to stay
Like
relevant in this
literally.
game if you gone and you're not like one of those like mooks or luxes. Like if you're gone for a year or two, then you just easily wipe
But you know
out.
what? It's not even that, because like people, it's kind of fucking crazy. Like niggas still throw my name in a battle here and there.
Your name
You
is
know,
a reference for life now. Like people say,
right,
send you to where Rich Dolarz is at, and then like
right.
I hear it, and it's like you laugh and chuckle, but it's like, damn, you guys don't realize where Rich was at the time and
Right.
how like he
But
was a staple.
the thing is, the nigga, like I feel like I beat Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying?
I beg to
So
differ, but fair. Okay.
okay, but what rounds you think he beat me?
I think he got the round obviously where you stumbled, and his second round where he had the Dark Knight and the Xbox Connect.
That's the same round.
Okay.
That's the same round. I feel like I beat him first round, and I beat him third. I killed him third round. So so when I look at that battle, right, and like Tech Nine made, I keep saying Tech Nine. Rest in peace, Tech Nine. When Tay Rock says I'll send you back, like he started saying I send you where Dolarz at. It's like, how does a nigga say that I beat? Say that. You know, like and you can look, and if you watching the battle, you can look at his face. Like you see him in my first round. When I'm rapping, you can just look at his face. He doesn't feel like he's winning. Like it's so many things that he did after the battle. Like he did some shit where he videotaped me stumbling. Like I just stumbled. It ain't like I choked. I stumbled on a word.
Right.
And he kept playing it back, kept playing. That's tactics to deter everybody from what I'm really doing to you. That's all that really is. Is like you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it was a classic. Niggas fucked with it. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a good battle. And that was another battle where you were the bigger name. People forget. Like people watch it back and they'll think like Tay Rock was the A. Rich Dolarz was the A side. Yeah, Tay Rock was the B side.
Yeah, niggas came to see me. Like like it. Like I walked in that shit at the end of the fucking night. Niggas came to see me, but when me and them battle at the end of the day, it was a classic. Like to be honest, I feel like I'm the last nigga that really beat Tay Rock. Like I look at his battle versus Clips, his second one, the rematch.
I got Clips still winning the rematch.
I don't.
You don't. It's close.
Nah, I don't.
It's close.
So when I look at shit, I be like, yo, I feel like I'm the last nigga that, like, Tay Rock was on like a 6'7", like he beat like 6'7". Now I'm even gonna say that because I feel like old Rat beat the nigga, but
he was consistent. He was consistent for a long time. That's
he just kept coming. Yeah, he was consistent, but he wasn't winning everything. He wasn't. He was battling. He was back and forth. At the end of the day, he had classics. So because you know what I'm saying? Like, longest if a nigga say like it's either you get bodied or a classic.
Right.
As long as you make it a classic, niggas is gonna have their own opinion. You can't argue about a nigga about what a nigga say because everybody has their own opinion on what they feel.
That's a fact.
It's dope. You know what I mean? Like it's shit. How can I say it? It's like Tech Nine. I'll be honest. I don't feel like Tech Nine ever won a battle. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, because I don't like that funny stuff is not what I like. I think, I don't think it's hot. I like bars. I want to hear bars. Like even with shit, with the entertainment side, like Hit Me Hard. Like if you look at him and Holler ain't really saying no punchlines, ain't really saying no metaphors, but his performances be so crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the best performers.
That it makes you like, oh my God, this nigga, So I don't really like. I'm really a bar nigga. I'm really one of those niggas. Like my favorite battle is like I like Sue Surf. I fuck with Sue Surf. I like Tay Rock. I fuck with K Shine. These are my favorite niggas.
But there's also your era. Like those literally all the guys in the field. And at one point you were the horse in the race, leading horse in the race. You had the bigger name, right. The more views, more wins, or at least better wins than they did at the time period, which is crazy. And I just think back to it all the time, and I'm just like, damn, how different would Rich's career be if like certain matches happened at a certain time? Like, what happened if we would have seen you and K shine in the Lions then instead? Like two of the young guys going at it, because it was always the young guys going battling somebody way older.
Right. Nah, me, like I said, when I asked, I qualification. That's
Yeah,
why it was another thing. What Good say? Good said some shit like, yo, the nigga, I don't know if you ever seen a blog. He's like, that nigga wrote, that nigga was writing for me.
yeah, remember that?
Like, he said that because the fourth round, when you know what I mean? When I started doing the fat jokes and shit like that. That's why he said that. That's not why. I didn't write for that nigga. Like, I was preparing for 106 in Park. So I was
He
writing
was
shit
clipped
for.
up. He was clipped up.
Yeah, I was clipped up. So when they said fourth round, I just started throwing shit like whatever popped up while I'm rapping. Oh, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. Like these shits wasn't even put together. I was putting these shits together in my mind as I was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like
when you battled Goods, you had a bar that at the time period very controversial. And I'm surprised you said it because Kanye was one of your favorites at the time, right? Like you loved Kanye
yeah.
musically at the time.
No,
So
you know what? At the time of battle rap, like it was like you gotta say shit that was current events, and that was current events. That was like that. It recently happened.
right.
So that's why I said it. It's like, yo, I'm gonna be the first nigga to say this.
And
No
if
one
you
ever
don't
said
die
this. I'm
soon as the arm spray, brother, he'll die after they operate on his chest, like
like
Kanye's. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
The reaction
Yeah,
in the room was like, oh.
yeah.
And it's crazy. There was recently another Kanye West Mother bar, just recently, and everybody's going crazy for it. I'm like, yo, guys, pay homage, man. Pay homage. Just start in the Bronx.
Yeah. You know what? It's battles that I watch, and I'm like, yo, I said that already. Yo, I
Right.
said that already. Right. But they just changed the words up a little bit. And they probably got sometimes it happens. They probably got the idea from watching my shit. Don't even realize where they got the idea from. Like one time, what's this guy name? The scheme, the dude
Chilla
that do all the
Jones?
scheme, Chilla Jones. One time he did some shit like he did some shit like the shit I did against Daylight but I was naming all the painkillers and shit like that.
Right.
And he did some shit like that, and niggas like, yo, Rich, he trying to copy off you. And he was like, Chilla was like, I didn't know Rich said that. And I'm like, you knew. You just didn't know. You just didn't realize where you got it from. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you stole it, but the idea came from me. You just took it, not realizing, thinking it was one of your ideas.
You were one of the few guys scheming at the time, really.
I was the first nigga scheming, man. That's why when niggas started see, that's another thing. When that's the shit that used to get me mad. It's like, yo, I didn't get the respect I deserve.
Rich is fired up. Rich is like, yo, this gets me tight.
Yeah, it get me tight because it's like, yo, like niggas, like when I started scheming, niggas like, oh, you need to be a little funnier. I'm like, nah, nigga. And then Chilla Jones come and scheming, oh, he's the he Mr. Scheme. He started the scheme and like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
See, people say that and not realize you did the funny stuff like against DNA. You went the funny route, and I mean the funny route did work. It won you that battle.
I only did that because it was on grind time. Like right. I was going toward their fan base. It wasn't like I'm gonna still fuck with my fan base, but I'm gonna do some funny shit for their fan base. Because at the time, that's what grind time was. Grind time wasn't really bar heavy. It was
all
more
jokes.
All jokes, right? You know?
Yeah, facts. And that when you battled DNA, you had the alphabet scheme, right? Well, you broke down every letter.
Alphabet. Yeah, broke down every letter. Yeah, it was like it's so weird because even my scheme go back for before that. You know what I mean? So it's weird when niggas were saying, Chilla Jones is what, the king of schemes or whatever the fuck they were saying. But I'm like, what, bro? Like I started that shit. Like he was watching me and he probably started doing that shit because he seen me doing it. But no one's gonna say, yo, Rich, I started doing that shit because of Rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's where a lot of it came from. Like a lot, like just seeing me do things and then seeing somebody else do the same thing and they get love for it. And niggas is hating on me on it. That's where it was like, yo, Like my man used to say, yo, Rich, he felt like I came up too fast.
Interesting.
He said, yo, Rich, you came up too fast. Like you battled everybody's favorite player. And being that you battled everybody's favorite player, the fans that loved them hated you.
That's an interesting concept. I've never thought of that.
Whereas if you would have came up slowly, niggas would have respected you for you. So you would have already gained that fan base. So when you started battling niggas' favorite players, you'd have had your own fan base that have supported you.
That's interesting.
So
That is an interesting way to look at it. But on the flip side, that also shows how the tenacity and how competitive you are, that you took these names that were heavyweights at the time and survived, arguably won or had classics with them. And it's like, if this is my introduction and I can hang with Goods, I can hang with Arsenal. I went to Hitman's backyard. I beat DNA on his league. I beat Calico when he got 2 wins in a row. Like, yeah, don't matter if I have the craziest resume. Look at the resume, and I'm competitive.
Here's the thing. The crazy part is when you actually look at it, like, I'm probably like one of the only niggas that beat Calico. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit that get me upset. Is like, after I beat Calico, he beat Math, and he beat the next nigga, then beat the next nigga. It's like, yo, like, when y'all niggas gonna realize, like, I'm different.
You were one of the first guys with a Ryu and Ken bar, and then now we got that for the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives. I'm also the first nigga that how you do the when niggas used to do when they used to repeat it.
Right.
You say it fast and then you say it slow.
Yeah.
I'm one of the first nigga that put a bar in the bar that I repeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go watch Daylight, I'm not gonna tell you which bar. You go watch Daylight, you gonna see it, and then you gonna see that niggas do that shit now. Like, they put bars on top of bars. I was the first nigga that did that. I didn't want to be the nigga to just be like, yo, let me repeat this shit. You know what I mean? I put that twist to it, and now niggas do it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of shit that, like, even with the scheming, I started that shit with bar after bar that was connected to each other, and now niggas do it.
Your favorite kind of thing with the scheme sometimes is like the word association. So you'll take a word and find a way to break it down as much ways as possible. So, like, if you have a word like problematic, you'd be like problematic or probably as a possibility.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
You love those kind of schemes. Is it hard for you to, like, write these kind of bars down for you, or is it like it's formulatic and it's easy? It comes easier to you.
Well. When once I decide to do it, nah. But I always wait until the end to write those, because they it is time consuming. So, like I'll be real. If I'm writing something and I want to use that and that idea come to mind, I just write the idea down. But it got to be a day I really feel like doing it to do it, because it's time consuming. It takes concentration and shit like that.
And you were also one of the few guys at the time. Well, everybody rapped at the time, because now there's a market of battle rappers that don't rap at all. But when you were in your era, everybody rapped, everybody had freestyles, everybody's focused on music. You had a lot of the freestyles. You had the freestyle on Smash Block, Spit or Go Home, I think Grind Season 2, right? And
yeah.
Do you like the concept of on beat battles? I think you did one recently, right?
Yeah, I did do one. I did one like
a year ago.
Like a year ago, yeah.
It was real low profile.
That wasn't that was more so, it wasn't like a battle. It was more so just both niggas rapping on the beat. Like, now they got some shit where niggas is doing it like 106 in Park.
Yeah, Verbal Warzone. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah. They hit me up too.
You should go. You should definitely be there. You would flourish there.
They definitely hit me up. I was thinking about it. Yeah. I actually like that shit. I think it's dope. I think, I watched a couple of them joints. I think Cortez the one that stood out the most to me.
Oh, Cortez had a performance that made everybody want to go there now. Like, everybody's like, what? And it's like, yeah.
Like, I seen Cortez joint. I was like, yeah, this this is fire. This is fire.
And there was a point in time where you and Cortez was on the same. Like people forget, Cortez was there that same night at the Gladiators, right? When you battle Arsenal, there was a whole
Yeah.
card that night, and it's just like kind of got lost. Like nobody
Man,
ever heard.
Conceited was there. He got booed. He got booed.
Yeah, he did. Conceited didn't have no. You know what's crazy? You wanted Conceited for so long. Have you had battle Conceited in the Lions Den or Gladiator? You probably would have won clearly. Because when he battled out there, Lions Den against Dutch, remember Dutch?
But he wasn't trash. Niggas just wasn't feeling what he was doing. It ain't like he was trash.
Right.
You know, like I had a relationship with him. So, you know, when you hear his bars, like them shits was fire. But niggas wasn't trying to hear him. That's all it was. Niggas wasn't trying to hear him. He would have won that battle if niggas would have gave him the opportunity.
That's a fact.
You know, niggas didn't even give him the opportunity.
So how difficult is that? Like you want to be bar heavy, but somebody could just use their delivery and presence, and they're not saying anything, and they kind of almost win the people over. That must be frustrating for somebody like you. That you like the technical thing of rap more.
Yes, but you know, at the end of the day, you just gotta, like I said, that's one thing you gotta understand with battle rap. It's so, like, people say, yo, we should have judges, and it's so hard to judge.
Lions Den ruined that. Lions Den ruined it.
Yeah, like it's so hard to judge battles because everybody, not every it's not like a set rule. It's not like, yo, you got to be ball heavy. Nah, you could be funny. You could, you know, you can your presence, like Calico. I think Calico is presence. He's not really ball heavy. You know, so
he's like a street poet. That's what it is.
Yeah, presence, street poet, but he's not. It's not like if you battling a nigga, it's not like he's saying the craziest shit, like metaphors and putting this and that together and what else? Schemes and stuff. He's not doing that. He just rapping.
Right.
You know, he just rapping. So like a person like that, like you can't really judge him against a person like Chilla Jones. Because you're gonna be like, well, his presence was dope, but Chilla schemed the fuck out of him. Chilla was so you know, advanced. Like it was crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like it's hard to really judge a battle like that. But what you gotta understand is that everybody likes what they like. And that's why battle rap is so big, because just because you don't like what that person is doing, someone else loved what that person was doing.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely hard to judge it. Like when people say, yo, judge it, they should bring back judge battle. Like, no, they shouldn't. They can't. Because first of all, it's always two battles. There's always one that's live in the room, and there's always one when you're sitting in front on the camera replaying it.
Right.
Always. It never fails. It never fails. I give you an example. One time I watched the Goods versus Harlow. Yeah. I thought Goods was killing Harlow the first round.
Right.
I'm like, Goods. I'm like, yo. I came back to the hood. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta see the Goods in Harlow. I mean, the battle got fucked up, but first round, Goods was on that nigga ass. Them niggas like, word? I'm like, word. That shit came out? I'm like, wait, is this the same battle?
It must have been. And you know what? The camera versus in-person art form of battle rap was brand new at the time, because still, like, battles would happen, like Lions Den, Gladiator, all this stuff. It would happen, and it just get tucked away, and it just get dropped out of nowhere. Or there wasn't. You missed the media coverage era too. Like now, there's people like me. There's podcasts left and right. There's shows. There's bloggers.
It's all like, this shit is big. Like I even like Champion. I'm like, yo, this shit is ESPN.
Yeah.
They got ESPN and battle rap. Like, yeah, I see how big it, like, got people got names off of battle rap podcasters, battle rap radio shows, just to, you know, specifically about battle rap. Like when I was there, it wasn't really, it was small. Now there's like everybody, just like the leagues. When I was there, it wasn't that many leagues. Now it's so many leagues.
Right.
It's so many leagues. I'm talking about from different, like, you know, they got leagues in everywhere. You know, of course, St. Louis had a league, but St. Louis,
You name a state, there's a
Cali.
league. You name a state, there's a
Yeah,
league in it now.
exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
Man, Rich, I would love for you to tell the people a little Bronx history, right? Paint the narrative for everybody. What was it like for you in the hood, right? On University, Grand Ave, right? West Tremont, the Bronx, when you were coming off the Arsenal battle, the Goods battle, springtime 2009, and you were the hottest guy in the Bronx other than Goods, or the hottest young guy coming out the Bronx, because Goods already had his name in the streets more than you did.
Right.
So you were the
More than
hottest
me.
young guy. What was that like for you at the time? Was it overwhelming? Was it crazy? Like you're walking through the
Nah,
hood?
it was, like I'm from the Bronx. You know how the Bronx is, bro. It was a lot of hate. You know what I mean? It was niggas that it was love. It was more love than hate. Don't get it fucked up. You know. But, I never realized like how many niggas didn't want to see me win until I battled. Like, niggas like when you rapping on a block, when like in the hood, I was the best nigga in the hood. Like best nigga around that area. Everybody knew that, growing up, I had battles in the hood, smoke niggas. So everybody knew who I was. They knew Rich for rap, like Rich for rapping, Rich Dolarz, rapper, nigga from Grand, smoking shit. So, but it's a difference when you're in the hood, because when you're in the hood, you're just there. But I felt like soon as people like around my area felt like, oh, Rich might be able to go places. Like, oh, this shit is really taking off for Rich. Like, niggas know Rich. Niggas know who he is. It was mad love. Like, everybody, niggas want to be around me. But there was also people that had a lot of hate and shit to say.
Facts.
And that became visible. That became visible. And they wouldn't say they're silent. They say they would be sitting on the sideline saying hate and shit. And it was a lot. And these same niggas, right? It's funny because they don't think I know these certain shit. So these same niggas, now they hit me, yo, Rich, when you come back to battle rap, and it's like, man, suck my dick, nigga. Like you happy that I fell back. You know what I'm saying? You happy that I fell back. Don't sit here and act like you're not happy that I fell back.
Nah, man, I was hurt, man. Like being a Rich Dollars fan was almost like being a Knicks fan, man. Like you just took the slander from everybody, but you was loyal.
Well, you know what? To be real, man, like the slander got to me too. Like I'm human. So I can say like I didn't know how to, like, again, coming from a place where everybody fucked with me, like growing up. Everybody fucked with me. Yo, Rich, this nigga think he nice, go get Rich. I come out the building, yo, Rich, at block parties, whatever, yo, Rich, spit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a place where it was like everybody showed me mad love on my block. This is before I started battling. Like, hey, niggas wanted to be around me.
The battle culture was big on Burnside at the time. You remember, I think.
Right. Yeah, I battled a couple niggas from Burnside.
Yeah.
But it was just mad love. It was just mad love. So the first time I got subjected to hate was when I battled Good. So I'm not used to that. So it's like, I'm like, yo, niggas gonna love me when this shit drop. And then you get all that hate. You like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
And then Arsenal, I battled Arsenal. I'm like, niggas gonna love me when this shit drop. Then you get the hate. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, and it got to me. I'm not gonna lie, it got to me. My man used to tease me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my man used to tease.
What he said?
Like, my right hand man, I used to be like, yo, these hating niggas. He used to tease me like, yo, they bothering you. like he used to, like, and he didn't know how real it was because, what I mean, he's not taking it. He's not going on Twitter seeing it. He's not going on YouTube seeing it. Nobody ever said it to my face, but he's not going on Facebook seeing it.
Right.
So it was just different for me. It was like a different feel. Like, I never, and then, some niggas get disrespectful, you know what I mean? And
That's a fact.
you like, all right, when I see you, I'm gonna knock you out. You never see the nigga. Because the nigga, you realize that the nigga that's saying the most shit ain't never gonna come to none of the events. Don't plan on coming to none of the events. So, but, it just really got to me, and I just had to take a step back. Like, yo, this shit is like fucking with my mind. Like, this shit is making me depressed.
Really?
Like,
People don't.
yeah.
I think people don't give enough credit to the mental health of a battle rapper because, like, you guys lose a battle, the whole internet is slandering you guys. All the YouTube
Right.
comments and Twitter.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you lose, boom. Like when I lost to Miles, I was fucking depressed. Like and here's the thing with Miles, I didn't choke. I came from the era where, like, I used to battle in Fight Club too. A lot of niggas don't know this.
Oh, you put me on. We gotta talk about it.
So I used to battle in Fight Club too, and they rule was if you stutter,
Stumble.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's different. So, all my, like, before like Goods, I didn't stumble. Arsenal, I didn't stumble. So when I battle against Miles, I'm thinking I'm on Smack. Smack. This is my first Smack battle. I'm on Smack. The rule. I'm just thinking the same rules apply. So
Right.
once I stumble, I stop. Niggas like, keep going. I'm like, I stumbled. That's it. And niggas like, keep going. I'm like, I stumbled. That's it. Not realizing, like, wait, this is not Fight Club. This is Smack. Like, I just stumbled a little bit. Like, I knew what I ain't like I forgot.
Mm.
I didn't choke. So that bothered me, like, to know, like, I could have kept going and I didn't keep going. And that was the first time I got really hit hard, because niggas wanted to see me fail. Like, I just came off the Goods, Arsenal hit me, and niggas wanted to see me fail. Like, oh yes, he choked. That nigga's not that nigga's human. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it was like. It was like we brought him back down to earth.
Right.
But that's this is my favorite part of your career. Is that right after that you get the two big wins that people like forget about. That you beat DNA, you beat Calico, had the classic with Ill. So it's like you had a lot of resilience. You had your bounce back.
I came right back. It was like that was my goal. Like I took all this slander, and then I was like, you know what? Yo, they called me for who? DNA? Fuck, set it up. Oh, Calico, month after DNA? Like, I took Calico in 2 weeks. What? Calico? Set it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my focus on just getting back to, like, showing niggas, like, yo, I'm nice. And I worked hard for that. So when I got Ill, boom, smoked him, boom, I'm like, all right, now this is who I want. And like, I hear you say you don't think I beat Ill, right?
Fair. She had a classic.
But I go into the Smack office, everybody's saying, yo, you did your fucking thing against Ill. Who do you want next? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, who do you want? Oh, I want Mav. I want Conceited. Those two guys I want next. All right, we're going to try to work that out for you.
Interesting.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, they looked at me like, like, you could kind of, like, honestly, like, they don't tell you who the winner, but you could tell by your payday how they felt about you. Or you could tell by, how they address you when you walk into that office, how they felt about your last performance. If you was a shitbag, they gonna, they not gonna fuck with you like that.
How frustrating is that when there's a discrepancy between your feelings of your performance and their evaluation of your performance?
It never was. It never was, because I always, like, I knew when I ain't do good. Like, I'm not retarded.
Kept it a buck, right?
Yeah, I kept it a buck.
A lot of bad rappers are delusional. I'm just saying. A lot of bad rappers be like,
a lot of niggas are like what, like, yeah, like. So that I always was 100 with, like, the dude, the nigga I mostly speak with is Beasley. Like, that's the nigga I was doing my business with. Like, me and Smack chop it up here and there,
Right.
But Beasley was a nigga that I used to fuck with all the time. Like, any business talk, it was him and Chico. Him and Chico, they the niggas behind. Well, they know Beasley, but no one really know Chico. Chico's, like, really behind the scene.
Right. No one even knows how he looks.
Yeah, no one knows how he looked, but him and Chico was niggas I really did business with. So talking to them, I knew you know, like I knew, like after ill, I was thinking about retiring. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm not battling no more. I'm gonna focus on music. She go hit me up like, yo, nigga, like, don't do that. My nigga, when this battle drop, you about to be the hottest nigga in battle rap. That's what he told me. The battle drop, I was lit. I was like, oh shit. Like I still was thinking like, you know what, I'm still gonna focus on music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up, I took a year off.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to focus on music. Like if you look at my battles is like I'm like scattered because I'm like in and out of love with this shit.
The body language shows that the passion was no longer there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's because of all the behind the scenes, and it all makes sense now that you're telling me piecing it together from just like what I know and what I was able to see as a fan. It's just like it all makes sense, and it just kind of disrupts me where it's like this is somebody who was talented that had the opportunity to probably be in the same echelon of conversation with a lot of the guys now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just wild to me, man, honestly. But
You know, it's crazy because like niggas still like I'm still in this like I still walk down the block and niggas like, yo, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Or
that's
yo, when
fire.
you battling again, like, and like I'll be with my shorty sometime and she be like, damn, you ain't battling so long and niggas still remember. It's like,
10 years, bro. This is 10 years
yeah,
ago. We talking. This is a decade
yeah.
already.
And they're like, you been battling so long, like niggas. And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy how like the impact I had. Like even sometimes I didn't even realize it. Like looking back now, like I regret letting everything get to me. You know, like now looking back is like, yo, like like damn, the fact that niggas still fuck with me to this day, it was like, yo, I let too much get to me, like because that's all that is you know niggas gonna fuck with you, and you gotta stay consistent. You gotta keep going. But it's just a lesson
It's got to be
for me to
humbling
teach
to.
my.
It's got to be humbling to the people still like have that like respect for you.
Oh
Even
yeah, definitely, love it, definitely. But it's a lesson that I learned that I can teach my kids.
mm,
You know, like when I see them down, I can say, yo, keep fucking going. You know what I
mm.
mean? But I needed that. Like I didn't have that. I didn't have that. Keep going. I didn't have that. Yo, you know, like you better stop crying over that shit. You know, I didn't have that. So you know, like it's just a lesson for me to teach my kids and just and push them because everybody need to be pushed sometimes. Everybody don't have this, the you know, the everybody don't have the discipline because that's what it
Mm.
really is. It's the discipline. Like ignore that and keep going. The will, the discipline. That takes will. That takes discipline. It also takes courage, and a lot of people don't have that. So that's why they have motivational speakers. That's why some motivational speakers are fucking rich because
Right.
you know sometimes you need to hear that shit they talking
It's
when
crazy.
when
It's
you could tell yourself that same stuff they saying, but you won't believe it
yeah.
because you're telling yourself.
That's a fact, bro. And I remember right after you battled Goods, you guys got on camera together, did a blog because you really wanted to clear the air that you guys didn't have any beef. And then Goods
Right.
said in that little blog that like he got a chance to talk to you and teach you a little bit of game and like put you on to some stuff.
He
Talk to me about that conversation with Goods. Like,
he didn't teach me nothing, bro.
oh, he
Like
was front
it
for the
was
cram. He was
it.
front for the cam.
Yeah, he didn't teach me nothing. We didn't like like he he was bitter about the battle too.
Oh, it looked like you
You
guys. It
know,
looked like you guys were cool. What's up?
nah, we wasn't cool. We like even like we tried to be cool. Like sometimes like when I see him, it's love, Like when he see me, it's love. But sometimes I still think it's bitterness there. Like he done said things that I heard he said. You know, and it's like, damn, my nigga, I thought we cleared that up. I thought we was good. I thought we was cool.
Mm.
You know, like I don't talk about you, don't talk about me. Like he got blogs talking about me, you know, so I don't know what's up with him, but I don't sweat. I'm like, I'm happy he's still doing this thing.
Oh
You
damn
know,
it!
I hope.
It
I
looked like externally it looked like you guys had like squash it and you guys had a conversation, and I remember you started putting out more freestyles at the time too, and so I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe Goods told him something and like got him.
Nah, I just, you know what? I just did it. I just did it to stay hot. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can't. Like, I used to put out freestyles because you. At the end of the day, like, I wanted I wanted a deal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make music, so I put out freestyles and shit just to show people like I could ride a beat. Like, it ain't like so a lot of like that was what was happening. That was what everybody was saying at the time. Battle niggas can't ride a beat. Battle niggas can't rap on beat. Battle niggas can't stay on beat.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I was making these freestyles so niggas could see like, oh, this nigga nice on beats.
You also was one of the
That's
first
all
few
I.
guys that had merch at the time. You had your own merch.
Oh yeah.
You
The
kind of had a little blueprint to the shit back in the day, low
right.
key.
I you know what I mean? And I didn't make it like a rich, I'm nice merch. Like, it was something that could, like, I wanted it to be something that everybody could relate to. So, Millionaire Minds, that was the merchandise at the time. I
Yeah,
sold a couple of shirts and hoodies. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is nostalgic for me, and it's just
But
like
like, I don't know if you, like, I was supposed to come back. Like, I decided to make a comeback like 2 years ago.
against
It's been
prep.
crazy. It's 2 years, yeah. And that was, like, that's when, like, because when I took a step back, it ain't like I stopped rapping. I just took a step back to focus on music. Now, as I'm focused on music, you realize, you need a lot of money to fuck with this independent shit. You need a
Right.
lot of bread. So it was like, you know what? Fuck this music shit. I'm just gonna be a battle rapper. I'm
Mm.
gonna go down in history as a battle rapper. And he's gonna say, yo, Rich was a battle rapper, he's fucking nice, blah, blah, blah. I take that. So I decided to come back. So when I decided to come back, it was, of course, the last nigga that said my name. Not to mention, Nunu hit me up asking would I battle the nigga. And I told her no. But
Mm.
when I decided to come back, I had Smack. I'm like, yo, give me that nigga. Fuck that. Give me that nigga.
Mm.
So me and him was supposed to do it, but that nigga was scared.
So what really went down? Like, did you show up late? Did he show up late?
No, I was on time, bro.
And he showed
Like
up
the
late and you boogied.
like see it like here's the thing. It was a contract given to us. It said we had to be there, like, and this is some new shit, like, because I ain't battled with Spag in a long time. So,
Mm-hmm.
I used to come late to my bat. Like, if the event started at like 5, I used to come like 8 or 9 because I wasn't trying to stand there all day. So when I'm reading this contract, it says, yo, you have to be there at the time of the event, or you will not get paid. So,
Mm.
I'm like, okay, I'm there at the time of the event because I want my bread. So I get there, boom. The nigga, like, I sat through the whole shit. It was like 4 hours. The nigga wasn't there. The nigga finally came. He came at the end of the joint. And when he
Mm.
came at the end, everybody's already out the spot, and the nigga was on some shit like, I'm like, yo, what happened? Nigga, like, he tried to put up a front, like, what happened, nigga? We could do it right now on some shit. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, it's mad dark out here. Ain't no fucking lights. Like, my nigga, we not gonna do this shit right here and it never come out.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, I prepared. I got some shit for you.
And you don't want nothing happening. You're like, yo, I want my
Right.
footage to drop. Like,
Yes, I want my shit to drop. I want it, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I prepared. I've been, I'm ready. This is my comeback joint. I want it done right. And I don't know. I don't, like, they said we was gonna do it again, and they never
rebooked it.
set it up. They
Mm.
never set it up.
Damn. Oh, you.
But now, but they don't even fuck with him no more. Like, I don't know what he did. He must have did something that they disliked, and like they don't even fuck with him no more.
Yeah, Prep had a little bit of time away. He actually just was on the card just this past March. But what about you for a return? Is there any names in mind? Is there any style matchups you want? Any type of setting? If you envision the
Yo, you know
return
what?
period,
Like if I was in return, I wanna take some warm up first. I'm not even trying to get into what I mean, getting into I'm not even trying to like with a K Shine or a twerk or like I mean I ain't even trying to do all that because it's like, you know, I'm sure it's some rust I need to work on.
right?
You know, everybody got to take that. I would like to spar with someone and get my rhythm back and get my comfortability back before I start calling niggas out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you, your style, obviously bar heavy, scheme heavy, but now performance is needed more, delivery is needed more. What do you think is adjust? What do you think would you have to adjust the most to today's format?
I would think I would have to adjust the most to the performance.
Mm.
You know, I feel like the performance is really taken off.
I pull out them dance moves, man.
Yeah, it's really taking off, and that's something that I would have to do. Even that, if I can't get the performance right, it would definitely have to be delivery. You know, but you got to have one or the other. You don't necessarily have to have both, but you have to have one or the other.
Hold on, I can't let you duck the smoke. Is there a name? Is there anybody in the radar at least?
Nah,
No,
nah,
no, ain't
nah.
no picks.
But who would I love to rock out with?
Yeah, sure.
I would still love to rock out with Surf, uh, K Shine, uh,
Your era, pretty much.
Clips.
Yeah. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I would still love to rock out with them, but like, are they on my radar? Nah, they ain't on my radar. Like, them niggas, like I look at them. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm still writing at that level, but it's just you just like put it this way, man. You see, Mike when Mike came back wearing the 4-5, he ain't come back looking his best.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like I've been going for a very fucking long time. Like even if you look at me versus Jims,
That was 5 years ago.
yeah, like I that was like 3 years of me not battling. Like I didn't look that good. I didn't look good. I don't even think I looked good. You know? So it's it takes time. Like you have to get used to that. I have to get my rhythm back. I gotta look at my old shit and study my old shit and study the new shit and practice.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just a it's no longer just a it's no longer just battling. It's bigger than that. It's his own industry. It's like uh what is it like UFC?
It's like wrestling almost too.
Yeah. Like niggas, you gotta put your best performance
You
on.
sound,
Like,
yo, I gotta say, you sound so frustrated. That it's like, damn, like battle rap is not about rap. It's about all this other extra shit. And you're such a
nah,
technical
I'm not.
rapper. Like, so, like, I
I'm
know,
not.
I
Nah, I'm
know.
not frustrated. I'm not frustrated.
Yeah,
I just, I know what it is. Like, I don't. I'm not. I don't follow it like, I used to. Like when
I'm
I
sure
was
you still,
act when.
I'm sure you still hit the game tapes. You mentioned Twerk,
Yeah,
like he's hot
yeah,
out right
yeah,
now. So
yeah.
you up
Right,
to
right.
date?
I don't follow it like I used to, but I do still watch it. But it was a time where I used to watch every fucking battle that came out.
Mm,
Now I just watch certain joints.
right.
Like it's crazy. I know you said Torg. I only watched one of his battles.
Oh wow, which one? You remember?
Like I don't even remember, but it wasn't nothing recent.
Mm.
It wasn't nothing recent. But like Torg, I only watched like one of his battles. Shotgun, I watched a couple of his joints. Like the nigga I mostly watch is K. I really fuck with K Shine. I like K Shine and DNA with
Two on
the
two.
2-on-2. Them shits is
K Shine and
fire.
Rock having their rematch in 2 weeks, man. And I know you
Yeah,
was.
I
Oof.
want to see that. I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, and I know you was live in effect for like the first one. You remember the talks of the first one, so this must be
Yeah,
special.
yeah, yeah. This one. Like when K Shine and Tay Rock battled that time, they both was like undercards.
Yeah,
Now these niggas is superstars.
yeah.
So it's gonna be like they promoting the fuck out of the goods and Cassidy joint, but I think more niggas want to see the Tay Rock and K Shine.
What's your thoughts on Goods and Cash, man? You riding with a home team? You have to, right?
Definitely. It ain't even like, okay, here's the deal. Like I listen. It don't even got nothing to do with no Bronx shit.
Right.
It has everything to do with battle rap.
Right.
When you have a person like Cassidy who constantly talks like, yo, I'm the king of battle rap, and it's like, my nigga, like, we respect you for what you did, how you used to rock out, what you used to do. But my nigga, don't talk about it like you could just step in the ring with any one of us and fuck us up. Like we seen the joint with Disaster. It wasn't great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you only passed that test because you were battling Disaster.
Ouch.
Who is more funnier than, like, it's two different styles going head to head. How the fuck can you really compare that? You know what I mean? Like, you about to battle a nigga that talk just like you, rap just like you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be about street shit. It ain't gonna be Disaster fans gonna rock out with Disaster and street niggas is gonna rock out with Cassidy. It's Cassidy versus Goods, who have basically the same fan base that rock out with what they're saying. And I hope Goods beat him, like, because he been doing that for a long time with just talking down, like, I'm the king. I'm like nigga, you beat Freeway. Freeway not a battle nigga. Like, you listen to all his music. He wasn't no punchline nigga. He was, you know what I'm saying? Freeway was just a rapper. Like, he could rap, a conscious rapper. He can't battle. Like, it's niggas that can rap and it's niggas that can battle. Freeway wasn't no battle nigga.
Right. Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, co-sign that, man. And it's just, I think it's interesting, another Philly and the Bronx rivalry, because the DVD era, when Reed and them came out here, you know, they was in the South Bronx battling, and there's been a lot of historical data of just like Philly battle rappers and Bronx battle rappers. Unfortunately, we're on the losing side, but shit, if you come back in return and URL has a card out in Philly, what's up, Avenge the X?
What's crazy? It's crazy that you brought that up, because me and Reed was supposed to battle.
That's crazy. Just because both of your names have dollars in it?
I guess that's why they was trying to get it rocking. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
me and him was supposed to get it in, and then somehow, like, this when I first talked about my comeback. And then somehow him and Rex got booked, and they end up battling like fucking years later. Like years later.
Yeah.
After me. Yeah, but Rex and him was supposed to been battle.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah.
When you was out battling in Fight Club, did you battle any notable names, or just a bunch of nobodies? No, we're not gonna remember at this point. Is there anybody?
Nah, it was nobody that because you remember when I started battling in Fight Club, it was on a decline already. So it was like, this is the weird shit. I was battling in Fight Club. I battled there like 4 or 5 weekends in a row.
Oh wow!
And they kept boom boom boom. They're like, oh, come back next weekend. Come back, boom boom, battling niggas. So then I just stopped coming back. So niggas was like, yo, come back. I'm like, like, nah. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna keep coming back. Y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really nothing for me. Y'all niggas ain't, it. And then as soon as I battled Goods, them niggas hit me up, and they tried to book me for the March Madness shit. That
tournament.
That tournament.
Interesting. How different how different things would have been had you been a part of that tournament?
Yeah, right. They tried to book me for the tournament. The thing was, why I didn't take it was because it was like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They tried, like, it was like 3. I'm like, I'm not going in that shit. Like I understand it's 10,000 on the line, but I'm not going in that shit with just 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But why you think Arsenal ended up spitting the same shit?
Recycling.
Yes, because it was like his whole mindset was, man, I'm going after this 10. Fuck that. So he wasn't fully prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because it was some shit off for some short notice shit. Like me, I was like, yo, boom, I'm not doing it, but I could I would just recycled a lot of shit.
That's a fact.
But now that I think about it, you so gun ho about recycling. Now that I think about it, I'm like, man, I should just did that shit, recycled that shit, and whatever niggas would have said. I'd like, I still wrote it. They're like,
Right.
I ain't fucking write it, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because niggas done, Rex done got caught recycling so many times.
Rex done used the whole album for a battle, man. Like it's crazy. And so then Arsenal beats Hollow, and then when you and Hollow. So was Hollow probably the closest battle rapper that you had to you at the time, aside from like people you were sparring with like Verb and DNA? Because you guys taking that trip out, you guys probably grew a tight bond.
We did. We definitely was mad cool after that. We definitely was mad cool.
I'll never understand why the battle was 2 rounds. I'll never understand that. But that's crazy. That made no sense to me.
I think honestly they didn't want it 3 rounds because they didn't want a winner.
Oh, they played it safe.
They played it safe. They didn't want a winner because at first they said 3 rounds. I'm like, why not? They was no. That's not what happened. They didn't even tell me it wasn't 3 rounds. I wrote 3 rounds. So when I get there, the 3rd round's like, where's the 3rd round? And niggas like, nah, we only gonna do 2 rounds. I'm like, what? And and I battled before Averb in Harlem.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm like, yo, where's the 3rd round? They're like, nah, that we only gonna do 2 rounds.
I've never seen you look more happy in your battle career than when Hollow had the rebuttal in the 2nd round and he ended his round with, I got a T-shirt on, said, I did it. Like I've never seen you smile more in your entire career.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun moment, man. Like I really enjoyed out there. They tried to intimidate me out there too, but that's what's gonna happen. Niggas gonna do that.
I made it back in one piece. That's all that matters. I made it back in one piece when y'all ain't know what the fuck was up.
Right.
Damn, that was your first plane ride ever. That's fire.
Yeah, first plane ride. Never got on a plane before in my fucking life.
You must have been flabbergasted the fact battle rap took you across the country.
Yo, listen, that's what I say all the time. I'm like, yo, I've been to Detroit, Atlanta, fucking Canada, Cali. Am I missing something?
I think that's it. I think you hit them all. In Atlanta, right? You said Atlanta already.
Yeah, I said Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I never even took a plane until battle rap. Like rap battle, like I got paid, I got experiences, like I'm chilling.
Oh man. Rich, this was amazing, bro. I'm glad I got a chance to really go down memory lane with you. And I'm glad you got a chance to tell the people the perspective of what the environment was like at the time, what the talk with the town was like, because like battle rap history just gets lost sometimes.
Yeah. Is that I'm just happy it's still going. Like I look and I see, like it amazes me. Like sometimes my man be like, "Yo, this shit's popping. Yo, you helped start that shit.
That's a fact.
You was one of them niggas that helped build it to what it is. Like you need, my man. That's my bro right there. So he always telling me, like, yo, you need to come back. You just need to go back. Like, But it's like if it's not easy.
Easier said than
I would
done,
never. Yeah, it's not easy, and like I don't want to waste nobody fucking time. So if I'm gonna come back, I don't even want to waste my time because it's time consuming. So it's like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be committed to doing it.
Right.
And that's something that I always question. Like, do I really want to practice for hours? Do I really want to write for hours? Do I really, like these are questions that I ask myself.
And then the music project at the time, only projects I remember from you at the time, Road to Riches, right? I think that was the first or second one. Then you had
the first one.
That was the first one. Then you had Rich Ambition.
Yeah, that's my second one.
And then once you started going to I'm Nice, Rich I'm Nice, you had I'm Nice, literally. Like that was your slogan.
I'm Nice, yeah.
Yeah. You had any more after that? That was it.
That was it. I released like freestyles. I released like music, but I never made another tape.
Yeah, I remember. Damn,
Yeah.
man. Yo, man, from one Bronx guy to another, man, I just gotta say, like, you rep the borough, and even when like you had your battles where like you didn't have good performances, like I stood by your side, man. I took the slander. Took the slander right side with you. It was like being a Knicks fan. I swear it was, and it's just like, much respects to you, bro. And I'll never forget. Just as like you were one of the first people that was going on the road. You had the courage and tenacity to do certain
Yeah.
things that is now a regular habit in the culture. When it
Yeah,
was
we started it. We basically made it comfortable to do. Like once we did it, everybody was like, "Oh shit,
because
okay,
you got to think to yourself, if you guys don't go out there and that never happens, all we know of St. Louis is they got killed in the Fight Club tournament, and
that's
they probably don't get a chance to shine.
yeah, that's true. That is true."
Damn, man, Rich, man. Whenever you got to return, man, hit me up, man. I'll be in there, man. We gotta see Rich Dollars back in the ring.
I got you, man. I
Um,
got you.
brother, man. Before I let you go, man, is there anything you working on? Any projects you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Nah, right now I'm just, I'm just chilling. Like I said, I just drop things here and there. But like I said, I still write. But no projects.
Mm.
Definitely no project. Like I have ideas and stuff like that, but it ain't put together. I'll be honest.
Mm.
You know.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to see what you got next cooking up, brother.
But I have been talking to Beasley, just so everybody know I have been talking to Beasley. And
Yeah.
matter of fact, like I did ask them what's good with B Magic.
Oh.
So you
Okay.
know what I'm saying, as a first one to come back to. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be back by the summertime or something. But
Now they got the small room settings and stuff. Like, would you like to come back in the small room?
I would rock out. That's what he actually presented to me when we spoke about, like, yo, I got the small room settings now. I forgot what they call them,
The band, the
but
volume.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
just come out. Yeah, so that might be the move. So we'll see, man. We'll definitely see.
Yo, man, Rich, it's been a pleasure, brother, man. Thank you for your time as always, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, big dog.
I'll be in touch, man. I'll probably see you around the hood one of these days.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night, brother.
All right, bro.
Peace.